I'm now going to introduce you to a new testing product on the tvtrade.ie website. It comes in this satchel here, okay? And just open it up here, and inside we'll find a cable tester. This is basically an RJ11 and an RJ45 cable tester. It can do either product, and normally it's used for testing on the RJ45 side, Cat5 cabling. Okay, so what comes with it? You have the pouch, we have the product, which is a base unit here, and also a remote unit, okay? And on the far end, we also have an instruction manual as well, okay? Simply comes here. Now I'm just going to turn over the product for you quickly here. You just want to focus in here, and just want to demonstrate what type of battery we have here. So I'll just pull off the back, and you can see it's a 9-volt battery. That doesn't come with the product, it has to be purchased separately, okay? So we're just going to hold this in my hand for a moment here. Basically, with an RJ45, we have 8 pins, and there's a total of 8 different lights here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a ground light here. And it allows us to test a cable to make sure that it has been wired correctly in terms of each of the pins match up between the two ends, and also that the cable hasn't been damaged in between. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the top of the product here first of all. So for both the base unit and beside it the extension unit, we have an RJ45 input and an RJ11 input, and then on the remote unit we have an RJ45 on one end and an RJ11 on the far end. Okay, so I'm just going to demonstrate how this works. So we will just put down the unit like this, and I have a very short length of cable here, and it's terminated with RJ45s, okay? And the question is, have I made this cable correctly, okay? So what I've done, I've actually made this cable using this crimping tool here, which we also have on the TV Trade website. So what I'll do here initially is, I just pick up the unit, and I pick out the slot here that's for the RJ45s, which is here, and I just push the cable in. And it clicks in like this, and I simply repeat the process on the remote end and push the cable through here. So now I hold the 2 units up like this, and there's 3 modes that I can set this to. There's the off position, and next then we have the on position. So what we'll see here now is when we turn this unit on, it goes down, and what should happen here is on the base unit, the lights will always go in sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And on the receiver end, on the remote unit end, if it's been wired correctly, this is where you'll really be checking to see is it going to work or not. It should also go on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if it doesn't, we'll immediately know there's something wrong. So if it goes 1, 2, 4, 3, we'll know the wire has been crossed. Or if it goes 1, 2, nothing, and then 4, we'll know cable 3 has been damaged. Okay, so this is very, very useful. Now if we are running into problems and we want to analyze it further, we can slide it over to the slow mode, and it very slowly goes through each of them. And this is actually a very handy mode to check it in, because the quick mode is maybe a little bit too quick. So it's exactly the same process if we were to come along and use with RJ11s for traditional phone cable. It'll simply check the 4 pins first. Okay. Now another very useful feature of this is that not alone can we use it to test cables that are actually running from A to B, we can also use it to test cables in the wall. And I'll show you how we'll do this. What we'll actually do is we'll disconnect this unit here, and what we'll do is we'll pretend this is a phone jack that's actually in a wall, a LAN distribution network. Okay, what we'll have is we'd have behind it a Cat5, a jack like this, an RJ45 jack port, and we'd actually shove the jack into it like this. And on the far end of this cable that goes through the wall, we would have a similar cable to this coming out of the wall with a remote unit, and then we'll run our test again, and we'll check is the cable in the wall following the sequence that we want to. So this is a very, very simple unit. The price of it's incredibly low, and I mean it definitely works. It makes a huge difference, and it just saves so much time in terms of troubleshooting. You can test your network without actually having to plug in a printer or something like that. You can just check, does it work? And the range on it seems to be reasonable. And the distances we've tried it on, 30-40 metres, it has no problem, the signal being sufficient to do it. So it's a great new addition to the website, and it sits well with all the Cat5 and RJ45 encrypting tools that we already sell on the tvtrade.ie website. So that's it from beginning to end, the cable tester for RJ45s and RJ11s.